Hey there, Pisces. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below. It is free as always. And any of you, if you'd like to be notified when I post my videos, make sure you ring that bell out beside it and they will let you know. Also, share because you care. If you like this channel, not only give it a big thumbs up, but tell your peeps, your friends, your family, your grocers, your neighbor, Mr. Rogers, I don't know. But help get that message out there, as these are timeless reads and they need a little boost, a little zhuzh, a little help getting circulated. But as we get this energy out there, it helps others level up and step into their best, bold, bright, most beautiful dreams, just as it's doing for you, so that we all shine and have a wonderful place where we are, and all that other fugless stuff going on just dies on down and goes right on out the door. What door? That door. Thank you very much. So this is our shorter read this week, and I can tell there is some stuff that you've been going through, been on your mind, weighing you down, wearing you out, burdening you. It's like even mischievousness, mischief, playing around on your mind, like there's fuggery afoot going on around your brain, okay, wearing you out, and you're like, what do we do about it, Joy? What do we do? But we're not going there just yet, but I will tell you, we got the magic keys this week, okay? Those are our T cards. And excuse me, I already drew one. And out came the 4-leaf clover. All right, it says great good fortune, which is fantastic to see, because you'll understand. This is a new deck I got. This is the True Heart Tarot. Fantastic, and I absolutely love it. But you could see you've had all you could take. Dead as a doornail, racked your brain, haven't come up with any new ideas, because it's definitely heavy on the eyes. You know, you've put a lot of strain on yourself, on your kidneys. The worms are eating your brain, wearing out your mind, and you're at an impasse with yourself. So, you know, I like to keep my decks all cleaned up. So we're going to go ahead and step into the, this is the uncommon tarot. So let's see what we have on top. Who is this visiting us? This is a new deck as well, the King of Coins. Talk about some chillaxing, spreading out, taking it easy. So this is here to facilitate a waking of your lower chakra realm, to get you powered up in yourself, that you can like be dislodged from this. It's almost like that boost of energy just literally blows them out of your mind, blows your mind. You're funny. Okay, Pisces, it blows your mind in a good way. And it's very practical and earthy and tangible and tactile. Foundation, structure, laws, truths, those sort of things, maybe even things down inside yourself that you didn't know. But I do feel very strongly this is a person coming in, or a person that's been in your life, and they're going to step into this role and into this facet, maybe even in Aries. I know it's King of Coins, but there's some of that Emperor type foundational energy going on here, maybe even a little Taurus with the Hierophant, right? And it brings up these you're talking about relational truths, and these truths that were down inside you, waiting for that relationship, that dynamic, that connection where two people see each other eye to eye. That doesn't just have to be a lover. It could be a best friend. It could be a family member, whoever. But it's someone who sees you as you are. They see you in your truth, no longer setting you back and like relegating you to their idea of you, but definitely saying things, percolating things that warm your soil, warm your soul, and it begins to rise up, blossom, and bloom. You're definitely wanting to go on into, I'll just call it the massive deck, because this is mind, body, and soul here. And I'm going to start to move it and see which realm you're wanting to talk about, because you know what, y'all, I see you right there. We could call that the mind because it's swords and it's all up in their mind. But I tell you, there are people that when they worry, it impacts their bowels, their guts, their instincts, their intuition. So you're talking about your mind and your soul. Because these are my moon oracle and they indicate the mind. And this is the oracle of you. And they're talking about the key to your soul. Okay, so that's very much Scorpio season read. If you haven't watched already, go check out the Scorpio season. Now, I had intrinsically made it for the Scorpio sun, but it is also for Scorpio season. It is the energy of what we're moving into, like the bubble of life, the amnios that we're moving through. But this is a card that's in there to help percolate more of that rising up of that energy inside of you, if that's what you're feeling drawn to. Okay, and that's number 24, and it's basically like the essence of paradise, like your own milk, your own fantastic self rising up to meet you, that things around you are going to start stirring you up in a prolific way, in a prosperous way, in a pleasurable way. No more of this death and destruction, no more of this dismemberment, of this like haunted remembering, okay? Of just being plagued by feeling like there's something wrong with you. All right, Pisces, there ain't nothing wrong with you, baby. You a solution. You're not a problem. You're here. I love you. Thank you for showing up. So alongside with the moon, the mind, it is talking about the Beaver Moon creation 39. There has been a lot of wear and tear, a lot of endurance on your part, but it's beginning to dissipate as you come forward in your mind and your knowing of who you are. That's going to begin to stimulate and awaken this great good fortune, this 4-leaf clover. It's like pointing into the center, harnessing into the center of the 4 angles, which aligns your eye of God in the way in which you see yourself. And that now, see the King of Coins lighting up. He's like, He's taking a look back to see, is there anything left behind? So let me check the cards. And he's looking towards our Mary L. Let's see, is there anything that's left behind that the King of Coins, I see you? 9 of Discs. How about your personal fulfillment and happiness? Why you leave that behind? Pisces, go pick it up. You don't need a bag. You don't need whatever. Go pick yourself up and bring yourself with. You come forward in this. Don't just come forward in the things, the doings, the goings, that sort of thing, the ideas, the ideologies, the mindsets. You is what this King of Coins desires. And this isn't just a person at this point now that we're stepping into this level of the energy. What life, the source of life, the earth itself, your role, your positioning, when we woke up, the angles, y'all, the midheaven, the MC and the IC, what they're wanting to hone you into and bring you into is the center of yourself, of who you are. More than just what you do, but into your I amness. That's very Scorpio there, because that's what they present at this channel. And you will see the writing on the wall. And it'll pronounce an ending on this old energy, because the thing is you have to close this out. They're calling you to close this out. They're calling you to not receive this type of behavior from yourself anymore. It's very much a self-inflicted energy going on here. Now, it was also somewhat environmental, but again, these were some choices that you were subjecting yourself to this environment. What for and whatever, I don't know. I don't know. We can take a look, and we're going to take a look with the Cosmic Tarot real quick to see. Tell me about that Ten of Swords. What has Pisces been subjecting themselves to? That's too many. A whole book. What you been a whole book? How long you been going through this, Pisces? That is a long time to keep that chapter going in your life. And we're talking about chapters here. We're talking about books in a series, like a saga, like a saga. That's what showed up in one of them. We need some Yoda to show up in here and to set us free from that power of that saga, or that perpetuation of the never-ending story. And this isn't the good never-ending story. This isn't the good saga. This is that. Not knowing that you were anything more than a pincushion than someone else's wishes, hopes, and dreams. This is about the fulfillment of your life, the greening up of your grass, the embracing of your wildflowers is what you're talking about here. Man or woman, it's the wildflowers, that part of us that just shows up as who we are. It's innate to who we are. There's no work, no effort, just the pure, raw pleasure and enjoyment therein. Y'all tease me. I had it here and I didn't even look, and that's bringing up the devil. That's bringing up, you talking about some pure pleasure. You're talking about being industrious and resourceful. You're talking about bringing it all in together. And, ooh, baby, somebody coming out of the grave. You aren't no zombie. You're woke. And you're coming out with a vengeance. You're coming out with a vengeance. I hear you clearly saying you're coming out with a vengeance to get what's mine. That's what you're saying. So you're going to get what is yours. It's like that is the hand. It's the handwriting on the wall. It's written on the wall. It is your signature. Other people can claim that they're you, but when they have to prove their identity, it doesn't wash. They can't cash the check. So even though you've been decimated and desolated here, there's still proof that there's so much more. The essence of you, it still fully remains. And you are covered in prosperity. But I love that these air and earth signs are showing up for you, Pisces, because it's talking about you being so much more than you ever imagined. You are all the elements. So some of you may have been shortchanged in an element or two in your chart, which can make it like a flattened wheel, like a dented wheel on a bike, and you're having to ride like that. And it's like no more. It's like this piston is wanting to pump, wanting to get resourceful, wanting to begin to level up in this and to make the wheel turn. To take you from being alone to being united. Okay? You're going to jump from the 5 to the 10. All right, that's so that you can begin your celebration here on earth. You can begin your celebration here on earth, this fleshing out, this living, this tasting and seeing of who you are. Look at that. That's the wheel turning inside of you. This is who you are, about that core central power of the earth rising up and bringing you forward and bringing you into today. Okay? Now with it, you're wanting to finish with one more card. So it climbed, y'all. I have this thing sitting here, and it's funny, while I will talk, I'm not touching them, and my cards will just begin to present themselves like that. And it's like, Joy, we're over here, come pick us, come reach out. And that one that was kind of edging out there said, beware of the shapeshifter. That's what you were doing here. And the more you try and line up with the identity of how others see you, or how they view you, or want you to come forward or bring yourself forward, you lose the truth of who you are. You lose your rights to your own name, your own prosperity, because at that point your own signature won't fly, because it's BS. It's shat-tastic. It is a lie. It's not even your fingerprint. It's like blank. It's like blank, and not like a good blank slate. They're like, a king of coins is still sitting back. He's like, look at him, look at me. He's like, tell it, sister. Tell my Pisces friends to come forward into the order of the star, into the order of the power of who you are, your manifestation. That's where this milk begins to go. And that's when this hard work, this stressing, this fretting, this trying to remember all the rules, or knowing how to behave here and how to behave there and what to do. Y'all, okay, I Capricorn sun, so I can just flat out say it. Devil's stepping in to bust that shit up. It's like, no more do you have to play out that Hierophant role. And in that case, it's like dwellings and environment, places that you came from. That's why you kept doing this energy to yourself, subjecting yourself to it. It could be like a boarding school. It could be like the home you grew up in, and the format and the structure of the way things operate. Like, say your parents believed in spanking. I'm not for or against it, y'all. That's not the statement here. But you're someone that bruised your spirit, as opposed to motivating you to do better. Do you see what I'm saying? And so therefore you still treat yourself the same way. When you view that you've done something out of line or wrong or bad or whatever, that you're bruising yourself. And that's messing with your mind. That's why it's worms feeding on up in there. Baby, you only get pestilence when the soil is out of order, when it's out of balance. And King's flat out, he's like, tell it, sister. He's up here, I'm like, woo, woo. He's saying, tell it again, tell it again. Destroy those bondages. Okay, because even though this could look like a card of bondage, he is destroying. This devil is here to destroy the bondages. Okay? To take you from what used to hold you back and thrust you and move you forward. No longer having to wait for life to come to you. You gotta go take the bull by the horns, baby. You gotta take your bullshit by the horns, and you gotta be like, look, get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get off of my property. I have backbone. I'm gonna stand up to myself, because that is not how I operate. Like, I'm someone very gentle. All I need to say is, whoops, Joy, we'll get it next time. And that's what I say to myself. And so my mind remembers that. It remembers the God speak, the way I spoke to myself very much, this prosperity, this good fortune, this 4-leaf clover. You got to have that good soil. And so the next time it begins, instead of trying to produce test for me, it tries to produce success for me. It's already on board. I've energized with myself as to how I respond in these situations. So it's like, okay, things will go good. Things can go better. Things can be better. And these things begin to show up as opportunities instead of tests, right? It's all how you perceive it, is what you're showing me here. So, yeah, 9 of Discs says two more cards. We got time for that. What 2 cards you want me to pick? Where are they? Okay, I see you. So there was one still pushing. Remember, I tell you, they began to move, and they start pushing off the deck. This was pushing off of the Mary L. It's a painful card this time, but it's bringing forth beauty. Beauty from the ashes, beauty from the wasteland, beauty from the suffering, beauty from what you did without. Okay, so let's flash back into eternal history for a moment. Air Supply had a song called Making Love Out of Nothing at All. You have the capability of making love out of nothing at all. That does not mean life wants you to continue to operate in that. Matter of fact, contrary. They want you to come into yourself so you can begin to receive the power of life working and operating in that energy, and that you're open and available to receive the giftings therein. Okay? That's what it's talking about, is no more sacrifice, no more self-sacrifice. No more having to take the purity of your heart and take the higher road to take the crap. You're definitely talking about tolerating BS, not just others, but your own as well. So begin to shine, begin to step forward, begin to tell yourself the truth. And I can't stop from seeing this card shining here. Yeah, okay, Ionia, it's 8, everything in perfect balance, because it's reiterating the time to do away with all that self-sacrifice, with all the things beating your brow and wearing you out and taxing. You're saying taxing and levying yourself. It's time for you to give yourself the advantage, to take leverage of who you are, to take advantage of your chart, and by doing that, to make the wheel turn, you hone and you pull into the center, because that momentum is put on the hub of the wheel. That's where it is put into the drive. That's where the chain attaches, and that begins to turn the big outer wheel. So turn your inner world, change your inner world, and that changes your outer world. Thank you, Pisces. So with that, it's funny, it comes in inverted. You know, I don't do inverted in my decks so that no one else's read impacts your read, friend. I like them clean and pure for you, but they're always allowed to come in and speak. And that does away with the old wound, the old, like, wounding, the old bruising, because this is very much, you see, it's dog. But being in the dark shadow and the dark spirit this time, it's sitting back in the passenger seat of life, and not even just the passenger seat. No more sitting in the back seat of your own life. Pisces. You weren't even backseat driving. That was what was so difficult. Having been a passenger in your own life. So in something I'd written the other night when Spirit was talking to me, it's talking about having gone from a sidekick to step forward to being the star of your own show. The center of your own story, okay? So that's what I would encourage you to do, Pisces. I'm so excited you stopped by. Remember to leave your comments down below. I love to hear from you, and I love to hear about you because I genuinely care. That's why we put these out for you guys. Stop back by real soon. Check out any of the other zodiacs because, as you know, we are the entire wheel. We have the Magic Monday coming up. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. Check out Scorpio season. And we got some Freaky Friday, some Fancy Friday, some Frisky Friday. Who knows what this Friday is going to be as we work our way into Halloween. And as far as I can tell, I think there will be a blue moon reading put up early for the Halloween, moving into the fresh new year, into the pure heart, pure mind, that type of energy. All right. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.